Welcome back to Central Valley Talk. I'm your host, Mike Briggs. The show is real estate and home improvement, where we talk about things like loans and mortgages and fixing up your house. We've had so many guests this week on just how to fix your house, how to put in your own carpet, or how to replace insulation, or who to talk to about getting a new roof, things like that. And my favorite is when we talk to people about mortgages and how to take care of our future. Because I believe the only way for young people or anybody to build wealth is through home ownership and building the wealth that way. Our guest right now today is Dennis Keithley from Reverse Your Thinking Mortgage.
That's correct.
By the way, your website is so cool. www.reverseyourthinking.mortgage. Did you know that's an extension, .mortgage?
Yeah, they have a lot of new different items like I said, EDU, CO.
Different things.
Yeah, different things.
I have no idea what a reverse mortgage is. I know it's something, maybe they give you money or an account and you draw down on it. And
Yeah, I don't know either.
okay.
I just
Dang it.
Oh, it is just basically, Jeff, it's a mortgage.
Yeah, Mike.
Right, and we have two programs. We have the normal one is the FHA. Least one has to be 62.
Mm-hmm. I'm over 62.
Okay, then we look at the estimated value of your home and the current interest rates.
Okay.
It was the current program was really set up back in 1989 by the Reagan administration, and the real name is called Home Equity Conversion Mortgage, or we also call it a HECM.
HECM.
So a lot of the reverse mortgage is part of the thing going through is all the myths, all the old information. So what happened when '89, when the new act came in, the HECM came in, so then it basically solidified, it became more of a banking or financial product. So the biggest issue in the past, oh God, Jeff, you're going to take my home. I'm not going to be on title. I don't have anything to give to my kids. But that's what was really built into it.
Okay.
So what they saw was that when people retired, many people, unless our parents, maybe they had a pension.
Right.
Or they were lucky to save some money, but a lot of people didn't have saved money. So Congress, in some wisdom, looked at, let's provide something for seniors. At least they have something to live. And
Well, we've been paying on our house for 20, 25, 30, how many years. So we
Right.
do have something there then, right?
yeah, exactly. Well, what we're looking at is the equity, because we only take a portion of it.
Portion of that.
Yeah, so we don't call equity stripping.
Okay.
So what that means is if you're 20, 30, 40 years, you're going to have to be up to 150 years young. So still have a reverse mortgage. No mortgage payment and stuff like that. So you're still responsible for paying your taxes, homeowners insurance, keep up and stuff like that. So in essence, you can be there almost forever
Forever.
and never have to make a mortgage payment.
Wow.
You can if you want.
Now, do you take the money, the equity, all at once, or can you take it on a monthly thing, or?
Okay, that's a good question. Again, as professionals sit down and we give you those options.
Okay.
So by law, we have to give three options.
Oh, okay.
So one is a lump sum. You can get all the money at once. Or like you said, sort of like an annuity, like an insurance product. Well, I want X amount of dollars for my life. We can't do 250, but whatever your life expectancy is. Or you can get a wee bit at the close. You can have some money, it goes into a line of credit. A line of credit grows tax-free at whatever the interest rate is, plus FHA is a mortgage insurance product. So right now you can get like 7.5% tax-free money that's there growing, and you have access to it anytime that you want. Or if not, it just grows, continues to grow. So a lot of people will take that money, depending on the value of the home. We've had people after purchased home for their kids. Say, Jeff, here's a home for you.
Yeah.
Julie, here's a home for you. I've given you your inheritance right now.
Yep.
Or they can also maybe help with their grandkids' education or down payment. A lot of kids are struggling now to come up with a payment on a home. So it's a way to provide that for them. But as we mature, the biggest issues we have are our health. So it can help for in-home care, things like that. And most of it, seniors, I was on a webinar on Medicare this morning, so a lot of people think, well, Medicare is going to take care of me, for in-home care. Tilt. 70% of most seniors think that's going to be taken care of. But a couple age 65 till they pass away, I think the last statistics I saw, like $280,000 you're going to have to pay out of pocket
Yeah.
for healthcare. So where's that coming from?
Now, the you said something about tax-free. Let's say I
Right.
take 200,000 lump sum.
Right.
It's tax-free.
Yes, that's correct.
Any of these are tax-free. All the
That
products
is
for
correct.
reverse mortgage.
Right,
Yeah.
right. And what I really like is, well, one of the things on line of credit will grow. It's not like a home equity line of credit. You said you like mortgage and mortgage products.
Yeah.
So with the line of credit, it can never be frozen.
Hmm.
Like they happened in 2009,
Right.
2008. Recently, Wells Fargo stopped, Citi, B of A, and so on. No prepayment penalty.
Hmm.
Irregardless if the housing markets tanks, it keeps going,
Right.
keeps growing.
Wow.
So that's the beauty of it. And then if you owe more money than the house is worth, then because it's an FHA product, there's a fancy phrase we call non-recourse. That means is the house stands by itself.
Hmm.
So the heirs, the estate never has to make up the difference.
State does not have to.
That is correct.
Nice.
Yeah. And then we have the proprietary jumbo where we can go up to $6 million.
Okay.
So what we look at, basically we're consultants.
Mm-hmm.
You know, Jeff, what do you want to need to do?
Right.
Have you heard about it? What have you heard about it? Have you read about it? I always joke, your
Yeah.
noisy neighbor next door,
Yeah.
what does he or she or they have to say?
Yeah.
And so just, you know, if possible, just sit down at the kitchen table,
Mm-hmm.
just go over it and find out who all of the people, the parties that are going to make a decision.
Right.
You know, want them at the table. So
Get them
that
all
way-
at the table.
Yeah.
now.
So that way, you know, we.
Now
we
you
discuss-
are. It's free to ask these questions. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's no cost, there's obligation. First of all, we want to be sure they understand how it works.
Mhm.
There has to be a benefit for them.
Mm-hmm.
If it's not a benefit for them, or I might perceive it's not going to help, we won't do it.
Right.
For example, if someone is thinking of moving in a couple of years, I won't do it.
Right.
What we will do is wait till they move, then we can actually
Do it
then
on that
use
one,
a
yeah.
purchase. We actually have a purchase program
Okay.
where they can put,
Wow.
you know, X amount of dollars down to buy a home.
Okay.
So that would be really beneficial to like
Yeah,
realtors or things like that.
I would imagine a lot of people are worried about hurting their heirs.
You are correct, but then studies again have showed like almost 80% of the kids, hey, mom, dad, it's your place, you put us through school,
Right.
you know, paid for braces or stuff like that. So the kids went really, what's best for mom and dad?
I tell my parents, I don't want anything. I've worked my whole life to get what I have, and my parents were
Absolutely.
still out there,
Right.
and with I'm sure they built a lot of wealth, and I want them to take care of themselves and
Absolutely.
enjoy life now.
Right. And that's it is, you know, my parents' generation, the Depression people,
Mm-hmm.
worked extremely hard. Everything had to be paid for in cash. You couldn't do anything till you actually had cash.
Right.
But now people and seniors, unfortunately, their credit card debt is growing
Mm-hmm.
because grocery bills, inflation, gas, and so on is getting more and more
Yeah.
expensive. So they just put it on so that debt is also growing as
Right.
time goes on as well. So it's a way to minimize or just help with money that's there based upon the equity in their home.
I look at the equity like a bank account. Like my dad would say, "Oh, you don't borrow money to go on a vacation to Europe." Well, he's not borrowing money; it's just money, just a pot of money sitting there.
Exactly. I sort of like, you've probably seen the ad on TV, you're sitting on a pot of gold. You see the guy who's mining
Right.
beneath there. The same idea
Right.
is equity. You know, why not? It's an illiquid asset until you do something
Right.
with it. So we're turning an illiquid asset in something they can really use to the benefit of those people.
Now, I want to tell our viewers that I know a lot of people are afraid of this home, what do you call it, reverse mortgage, but Dennis is a guy to talk to about it. He's honest, and you can believe him, and there's no pressure, right?
Oh, absolutely no, because we've all been in pressure situations, and you know how it feels, and I just can
Yeah.
hardly wait to get out of here.
Yeah.
So it's a very soft, you know, I want them to ask questions, like I said, as a consultant, and we give them options,
Mm-hmm.
you know, so at least to take a look at it, you know, and if they want to move forward, super, if not, but the key thing is they're informed.
Mm-hmm.
You give them up-to-date information, so it isn't something that they hear on TV
Right,
or read
yeah.
about it, so on. So we give them the facts. And then if they want to move forward, what I really like about it, then there's a counseling session with a third-party, non-associated company
Mm-hmm.
that goes with Jeff, how do you understand it? Why are you
Oh, they
getting
do. A
it?
counselor
Right,
comes in.
right.
I'll be
And the
done.
beauty of it is that it's recorded,
Mm-hmm.
both like we are now, and on file, so they've signed something. So if your financial planner had referred someone to us and we did a reverse mortgage, the kids can be, Jeff, you took advantage of my kids, of
Yeah.
my mom and dad.
Yeah.
It's there. So it's also like a fiduciary requirement, like we have like a
Nice.
financial planner.
I like that. Wow.
So, and see, a lot of people don't know that.
We're out of time. I want to tell our people the website is really neat. ReverseYourThinking.mortgage. Not .com, it's .mortgage. It's a new
Exactly, right.
extension they have on their websites. And get a hold of Dennis. And if you can't, call me. I'll give you his direct phone number. And just ask him about it. You want an honest person, a person who's not out to take advantage or pressure you or twist your arm or
Exactly.
anything.
And I've been doing this about 10.5 years.
Yeah.
I don't know it all. I learned.
Have they been going on that long, reverse mortgages?
Oh God, the first reverse mortgage was done over 60 years ago.
60 years ago, yeah.
Oh, done over 1 million, and in Fresno, a year we did over like 62,000 reverse mortgage in the United States. I think Fresno County, about 720, under FHA guidelines. Yeah.
Last thoughts for our guests?
No, just call. Let's sit down, answer your questions. I don't bite. I'm an old farm kid, so I like the kitchen table just to sit, chat, understand. And if it's right, super. If not, at least you're informed now.
Yeah, you're informed. Get to know. It's free to find out. So
Absolutely.
find out with Dennis. And I am 64, if I could say that. And I lost it all in '08, and I just haven't caught up on my retirement and stuff. But I've got the mortgage here, or the equity here, that I want to calculate the difference between what I'm going to get through my retirement plans, and I could get another little chunk every month through a reverse mortgage. That's what I want to do. So
Yeah, a lot of options.
yeah, it's for me. It's my money. I bought the place. I paid
Oh,
on for all those
absolutely.
years.
Yeah.
So
It's your place.
my kids, go get your own job.
Or get your own place.
You get your own place. Yeah, we'll be back with more Central Valley Talk right after this.